Hi folks, and welcome to another video on interactive and animatronic toys coming out this year. So in this video I'm going to talk about Peanut the Playful Monkey, MGA's Pixel Petz, a new Hatchimal, and finally a Festive Furblet Sno-Way. That was going to be the final one that I looked at, but since starting this video, I've become aware of this little fella, Thready by Moose Toys, so I'll be talking about this as well in this video. So we're going to look at this one first, Furreal Peanut the Playful Monkey. We saw a short video of this, didn't we, Paul? And it was really acrobatic.
Oh, yeah. And it's also the second monkey to come out for
this
Christmas.
year, yeah. Because I've already unboxed the Little Live Petz Mango, my baby monkey. What do you think of the looks of this one, Paul?
What do you think?
I think the hands look like it'll grip onto things like mangoes.
Yeah.
There's still this odd business of making the back legs like really tiny and the arms super long. I know there's that apes have smaller back legs, but it's really exaggerated.
It could be something to do with making it move around in that acrobatic way. From what I remember, it was all mainly centred around the arms, wasn't it?
Yeah, it kind of spins around on its arms.
So you wouldn't want the legs to be too heavy.
Yeah. I think they've also made the back feet very sort of long to help it stand up as well, because this can actually get up off the floor if it sort of falls over. So I'll read a quick description of this and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. Product description. The Furreal Peanut the Playful Monkey interactive plush toy makes pretend play pet care fun, featuring soft plush brown fur and over 100 different reactions. This 38 centimetre tall plushie is up for a swinging good time. Flip the switch on her foot to begin play. Peanut walks on her own, all while kids hold her hand. Listen to her coo as she lays down, then sits and stands on her own. She can be rocked to sleep and detects when she's being picked up. Hold one or both of her hands and watch Peanut flip. When tickled, she laughs and blinks her sparkly blue eyes. If she falls, Peanut says, "Uh-oh," then picks herself up again. Feed her the banana bottle and listen to adorable drinking sounds. So, after having read that, I can see why it sort of distorted the size, because they wanted to be able to stand. So they made the legs very short.
And give it big feet.
Just like they did with Chewbacca. You know, that Chewy that we got. And it'll probably have the batteries, I would imagine, in the feet as well to give it
to lower the centre of gravity,
Yeah. So it's a while since I've seen something like this that can actually get up off the floor and sit and stand and walk. In fact, I've only ever seen two things that were able to do that. The German doll, that was the most acrobatic and the most able to get up off the floor.
Yeah.
And the little mommy walking doll, which unfortunately is broken.
Yeah.
We got a broken one and we tried to fix it, and then I got one that was working, but it's broken in the same way, unfortunately.
That's right, yeah. This one also twirls around there when you pick it up by the arms, which is unusual.
That's it. So it's got all this ability to get up off the ground from a lying position to a sitting position to a standing position, and it can walk, which is a lot. And as I say, I've only seen two things do that before. But then it's also got these arms that spin round. so that it can do sort of acrobatics in that way.
Monkey-like tricks, as though it's swinging through the trees.
And it also has opening and closing eyes, and I've never seen that all in one package before.
Yeah,
I was really taken aback.
Unusual combination, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got a lot of movement in there, quite complicated. And it's got some sensors as well. It's got some sort of tilt sensor because it knows if it's lying down, it knows if it's being rocked or if it's been put on its back. It's got a touch sensor on the tummy, so it will respond to being tickled. I'm not sure if it's got a touch sensor on the head.
So you can also pet Peanuts as well. Yeah. And you don't just have it walk. You don't just have it walking and twirling. Yeah. You can actually hold it and pet it.
And it's got a switch in the mouth, so you can feed it as well.
Right.
That's an awful lot in one toy.
Yeah, a lot of sort of like doll-like features there.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to getting this one. It's coming out on the 30th of August, so end of next month. And this is interesting. It's by Just Play. So it's got the Furreal brand on it, but it's under license to Just Play. So it's Just Play that's come out with this. Because the first thing that I got, which was designed by Just Play, under license from Hasbro, was that little dog,
which was
that mini dog,
absolutely hopeless.
So I thought, oh well, it's all just going to be junk what they produce.
Yeah,
but I'm really taken aback with what they've come out with here.
Yeah, it looks like it's really something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is a bit of a blast from the past, Hatchimal.
Right.
So this is called Hatchimal Alive Mystery Hatch.
That's an egg then?
Yes.
Makes it tad sinister. Looks a bit like something off Alien.
So the only Hatchimal that I ever bought was the original one when it first came out.
The one that pecked its way out of the shell.
Yeah.
Which was pretty impressive, if it worked.
Yes, it was a bit unreliable. It didn't work on some of them, did it? But it was a great idea. So what they seem to have done with this one, from the description that I read on Amazon, is they seem to have copied Magic Mixies by Moose, in that they're using light and mist.
Oh, the glycerine mist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can see in the egg there, you can see they're using LEDs inside of it. And they're using light, very much like the Magic Mixies with the globe. So I'm just wondering what sort of material it is, because it's got to be sort of translucent, hasn't it, to be able to see the lights and the mist inside.
Yeah.
I mean, they used like a clear plastic bowl on the Magic Mixies crystal ball. And I'm just wondering how it sort of comes apart as well. How's some sort of like hatching?
Yeah, maybe the top springs off, or looking at the picture there, there's like the eyes are looking out of a broken part of the shell.
Yeah, on the box they've got the eyes looking out of a broken part of the shell. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet. I can't think it'll be as dramatic as with the very first Hatchable.
Although the sort of vape smoke and the LED light, it can be very effective.
Well, it was very effective with the Magic Mixies crystal ball.
Along with the sounds as well, so could be. I like the alive, and the eyes do look a bit threatening, don't they? So there's like almost a science fiction take on this one, it seems to me.
And I think how you start it is, it's got this like purple plastic heart with little wings on. I think you must actually have to put that into the egg.
Oh, like a key to start it.
Like a key to start the process. So I shall certainly be getting one of these and trying it out. It'll be very interesting to see how it compares with the original. I don't think the actual creature that you got inside the original was that good. I think that was quite disappointing. I think it was more so just on the hatching experience, the first one. So I don't know what this one will be like. You can see in this picture here that the egg which doesn't have the lights on. It's not got the plastic thing put in it, so it does look like that starts the process. So we'll have to wait and see what the critter is like inside it. Because, as I say, with the original one, it was more just the hatching experience.
It was, yeah.
The toy that you had wasn't that good, so it'd be quite good to compare the two toys inside side by side, because I've still got my little Hatchimal.
Right.
And there's going to be a choice between a tigrette and Draggle. I'm sure the one that I got was called Draggle. I'm not sure if they brought the same names back, from the original ones. So that was the new Hatchimals. And the next thing we're going to look at is Pixel Petz. Not to be confused with Pixel Hugs, which we looked at in a previous video. So I hadn't heard anything about these. These had just sort of
come out without any announcement. Yeah,
without any announcement. They're actually available on, I think they're available on Amazon now, on Amazon.com. And they don't have any moving parts.
So they're not animatronic as such.
They're not animatronic. It's all within the screen that displays different sort of eye emotions. So it's, again, they actually call it a digital pet. So again, it's sort of bridging this totally virtual and real world, sort of trying to put a bit of a bridge in between the two.
You mean, so they're trying to bring it into the real world by, instead of just having a case, giving it the shape of a dog, a corgi or a Dalmatian.
And it's their eyes.
And they probably make sounds
as well. Like with this Smiko Friend, when you put the cover on, the screen turns into the face of the Smiko Friend.
Yes.
And it's going to come in a Dalmatian style and a corgi style. And it says it's got 100 plus expressions. And I think this is priced at $30. So it's on the smaller side. So I'll read out the description of this from Amazon before we have a bit more of a chat about it.
Okay.
Nurture your Dalmatian. Your Pixel Pets are ready for someone like you to care for it, whether it needs to be fed, entertained, given pets, or groomed. This adorable digital pet is always ready for love and attention. Interactive and expressive. This digital pet listens to your voice and tries its best to communicate back to you in woofs. They feel your touch, so pet them on their head to show your love. They even communicate with other Pixel Pets. With so many interactive features, your Dalmatian will feel like a real companion. One of a kind. The more you play, the more your pet develops their own unique personality. But be careful, if you don't take care of them enough, they could become super grumpy. With over 100 different reactions and various personalities that evolve based on the way you choose to play, your pet will truly become one of a kind. Mini games. There are so many ways to play with your Dalmatian. Enjoy games like soccer, catch, and more. More games will unlock the more you play. Learning through play. Pixel Petz encourages responsibility and empathy through fun, interactive games and tasks, making learning an adventure they'll fall in love with. So that's really interesting that they've got a microphone and they communicate back to you in yaps.
Yeah.
I really like that.
And two Pixel Pets can communicate with one another.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's using the microphone or if they've got like an infrared sensor on them or something.
Can't can't see anything in the picture, so maybe it's just picking up on the sound of the other pixel pet.
Maybe because it's supposed to have some recognition of something that you say. So I really like that. And it's got a touch sensor on the head, so you can also physically pet it as well. So we can see the screen there. What do you call that, Paul?
That's just a mono LCD, but it looks like it's nicely backlit, in this case, like a purple light. I quite like the face.
Yeah, I think the face sort of fits with the screen. The eyes on the screen sort of fit with the rest of the face. It doesn't look like something separate.
No, it's the whole thing's nicely stylised, even down to the little stubby legs.
And then, of course, the other really interesting thing is this idea of an evolving personality, depending on how you're treating it. That's really interesting. And I don't think that's been done much in toys over the years.
No, it's not been done much, and sometimes when it has been done, I think you've had to really take the description with a pinch of salt, because it's not really, there's not really that much to it in the end. But we'll see with this one.
I'm glad you've at least tried. To bring that into it. It would be interesting.
So if you had a pixel pet and your buddy had a pixel pet and they were the same, like the Dalmatian, they could end up with different characters.
Yes, that's the idea. So apart from the fact that it evolves its own personality, depending on how you interact with it, and apart from the fact that you've got like a physical touch sensor, so you can stroke, an actual thing, and you've got a microphone to communicate with it, and you've got the shape of it, which is like a real character.
Yeah.
The other things are very much just like a virtual pet, in terms of you've got to look after it.
Yeah.
If you don't look after it, it might get, it says it becomes super grumpy. With virtual pets, there's always a consequence. Like the Pooneroons, they'll melt if you don't look after them. With Tamagotchis, they'll even die.
Yeah.
And then we've got the other element that is always the case with virtual pets, in that you have lots of mini games that you can play. So it's very interesting blend, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I just wonder how good the games are with the screen being...
mono. We'll have to see. I'm looking forward to getting this one, though.
Yeah.
So the penultimate toy that we want to talk about that's coming out.
Another Furblet.
Yes. It's called Sno-Way, and it is a festive Furblet.
So there's just the one for
Christmas.
Yes,
it's like a special one.
Right. Sno-Way, I like that. It's good.
I like how it's got that bow on the box on the corner, like it's a Christmas present.
Yeah, nice.
So I imagine that this is going to play festive tunes. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's also a very nice looking Furblet.
It's very ice-like, isn't it? With that sort of pointed quiff, like an icicle almost.
Yeah, it's all different shades of blue, isn't it? I think this is one of the most attractive Furblets I've seen.
You think so?
Yeah, I think the colours are really nice. Some of them are clashing. This is like very tasteful.
It certainly fits in with the holiday theme, with the ice and the snow and that, yeah.
I'll be very interested to hear it singing Christmas tunes.
Yeah.
In Furbish.
Yeah, hanging on the Christmas tree.
Yes. Well, this one should go on the top, I think, in place of a fairy or an angel. So not really anything else to say about that one, but we are looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
So finally, we're going to talk about Thready. So Thready is a 14-inch plush teddy bear. So interestingly, he's about the same height as Peanut that we looked at first.
Yeah.
So it says, make a wish and bear comes to life. Magical expressive button eyes. That's the very special thing about this toy. Happy, sad, winks and blinks. 70 plus expressions and reactions. And the batteries are included, which is unusual. And this one is already available from Amazon.com, but it's not available in the UK yet. So I'm going to look at some bullet points that are made about this bear on Amazon, and then we'll look at some pictures of it and have a bit of a chat about it.
Okay, so just put me in the picture though. It looks like an old-fashioned knitted teddy bear, something that your great aunt might make for you with button eyes, but it's animatronic.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Thready Bear is so interactive, his magical button eyes show you when he is feeling happy or sad, and he can even wink and blink. Thread the tie on Thready's magical heart. Press the heart to wish him to life and watch his heart glow. With 70 plus expressions and reactions, Thready Bear responds to your voice, sweet pats, playful tickles, hand-holding, dancing, swinging, and more. Thready can listen to your voice and will respond to you, or even pretend to go to sleep, just like a real-life best friend bear. Squeeze Thready's paw or swing him around. Thready will respond and react with sweet sounds and expressive eyes. Standing at 14 inches tall, he is the perfect cuddly companion for all adventures. So we've got some pictures of Thready, I should say.
Thready.
It's like a play on Freddy Teddy.
Freddy Teddy, okay, yeah.
So we can see him doing some eye expressions here. We've got the first one is him winking, and the second one is him having happy eyes. So how this works is the, in quotes, buttons for his eyes seem to be made of some sort of silicon, like soft silicon stuff.
Yeah.
So that they are flexible.
Right, and there's some mechanism behind them which distorts the shape, maybe pulls them in.
Yes,
okay.
That's exactly how it works. So they've obviously hit on something totally novel here.
Very, I've never seen that before at all.
And I find it very interesting because of that. However, some people have said, and I saw a short video clip of it, I think it was a commercial actually, the commercial for it. And some people have said that they find it a bit creepy.
Yeah, well, I guess if you first see it, it looks like an old-fashioned teddy bear that you might have had yourself when you were a kid, and then it starts moving its eyes. You know, it's the two...
Clashing,
yeah. And,
I've got a couple more expressions here. Sad and neutral. I also think, though, that the sort of bendy, pliable button eyes are a bit odd. Like somebody said that when they first saw the advert, they reminded them of two mouths.
Oh, wow.
Which is
still, I'm looking forward to seeing it in the flesh and making my own mind up, because what is creepy for one person can be quite cute for another.
That's quite true. So we will have to see it in real life before we can make our own assessment on that and share it with you folks. And I've got some other stills to share with you, but we'll look at those and comment on those after I've read the full description that is given on Amazon. And I'll just let you know how much it is on Amazon, because I forgot to mention that before. It's $49.99. Meet Thready Bear, the bear with the magical button eyes. Make a wish and he truly comes to life. When you wish on Thready's magical button heart, Thready truly comes to life before your eyes. Inside the button container, find Thready's button heart and the promise card. Make the Thready Bear promise and attach Thready's heart to his chest. Press his button heart and make a wish for him to come to life. Squeeze his paw And wow, Thready Bear is really alive. Thready Bear is so interactive with his emotive eye expressions. His button eyes will show you when he is happy, sad, or even frustrated. Pat Thready on his head, tickle his belly, or squeeze his paw to discover his 70 plus expressions and reactions. Thready loves to play and be taken on adventures. Swing Thready Bear around or take him on rides to hear his happy sounds. Make sure to let Thready rest between adventures. When it's time for a nap, lay Thready down on his back. He will begin to yawn and eventually doze off to sleep. There's a Thready Bear waiting for your child to wish alive, so let the adventures begin. So interesting that they give it a motion sensor that it can react to being sort of moved around and taken on rides.
Rides in a car, for instance, yeah?
I'm not sure if they mean like rides in a car or
carrying it around.
Or carrying it around or what, but yeah, there must be some sort of accelerometer in there. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, the heart thing, and putting the thread in the heart is intriguing as well, isn't it?
Well, they've done that so that there's an element of sort of surprise, like they did with the guinea pig toy a couple of years ago, where the babies would be born. And like they did with My Puppy's Home last year, where, you know, you hammer the name in and into the kennel, and then you hear the puppy.
That's right,
sort of yapping.
It's a way of starting the whole event off, isn't it? Of the thing coming to life.
Yeah, and then I think there's two different settings, a fast and a slower setting, like there was with the guinea pigs. Mama guinea pig having the little ones. So, yeah, it looks like a fun toy.
It's certainly a very attractive one. All this stitching business and button eyes and patchwork
very
quilt
unusual.
fabrics.
Moose seem to have developed quite a skill for coming up with original things, haven't they?
Yeah.
These last few years. So that's the last new toy that we're looking at in this video. I will be getting this one as soon as I can. I'll see if it comes out in the UK over the next week, but if it doesn't, I'll be ordering it from .com.
Great stuff.
So folks, that's about it for this video. Hope you found that interesting to some degree. Thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you next time.